Good evening, everybody. Wee Paddy from across the shuck, and I've been tagged to do um, a video on what knives do I actually carry every day. And I was tagged by Stassa, and I'll get this out now. I'm going to tag two people after this. One is the knife beater, and the other is blue collar survival. Blue collar survival, and I'll put their names in the description. You'll have to do all that fancy stuff yourself. I don't know how to do that yet. And this is a I always considered myself the sort of budget channel, and this is going to be a bit of a hard night. I'm going to have to swallow a lot of pride tonight. First of all, I celebrated 1,000 subs yesterday. Thank you so very, very much for the response that I got on the video I made, and all the comments. Absolutely wonderful. You're a really lovely bunch of people to make video for, and I've enjoyed every part of this year that's taken to get to 1,000 subs. And to me, it's such a short space of time for me to get 1,000 subs. I'm over the moon, absolutely over the moon, and just full of encouragement for the year to come. So, without dwelling on that, what I had said the other day was, you've noticed this knife that I've been putting at the front of mine. This was my Safe Queen. I'd only had one, but then Stassa had given me a few knives there about a month ago, and one of his is going to be my second Safe Queen, and it's a knife that he had modded. And this is the knife here. It's a little butcher's knife. Look at that, absolutely beautiful sharpening done on the blade. Isn't that just gorgeous? I hope that's shining just as much as it is here. It is absolutely stunning. But he had done all this work on the top. And I don't know what he has used. I must speak to him. To be quite honest, I think he had said to me, but I have the memory of an old man. It was just like a grinder he had used and ground into the already blackened blade. But it looks absolutely fabulous. Absolutely. And it changes what would have been a quite average, normal looking chopper and made it into an absolute treat. And it works perfectly. It just works perfectly. But I'm not going to use it because of the fact that he'd modded it and sent it to me. I'd rather just keep it. I'm not that short that I don't. When somebody does that and gives you their time for nothing, it's oh God, it's just wonderful. So them two are going to sit in the front of my videos for the rest of my time on YouTube. Now, to get back to the question again, because I really do want to make this a quick one tonight. I have another one to do. I'll probably do it tomorrow and put it up tomorrow night. So I want to get these moving because I've actually got quite a backlog of knives that I want to get through. So the question, what knives do I actually carry every day at the moment, is really quite simple. And I could give you the answer now, and that would be the end of the video. But the reason that these final two knives I'm going to show you are being carried is that I've got quite a selection of knives that I've yet to review. I have this beautiful Blur, which was another gift given to me. I've got this Finn Wolf, the Cold Steel Finn Wolf, which was another knife given to me. All these knives, I'll just say now, they were all given to me by different people, and well, there's a couple by one and two by another, and I'll leave their names until I've done that's the Big Rat one, and this was my first real steel, and this is lovely. This is a H5 Gerfalcon. So them four knives at the moment I'm using off and on, and I'm saying using off and on because I don't go out very much at the moment, so I'm doing this in the house. So every now and then I'll go in and I'll pick up a blade and I just carry it about with me and use it and find a couple of boxes and things to cut around the house to see how the knife performs. And, if I go down to the bin, we have a big communal bin area. You can go down there and chop up as much cardboard as you like. And that's what I tend to do. I go down and I make a wee bit of work to test the knives, because there's no point coming and saying, I've tested this in cardboard, and then you go and buy it and it doesn't cut butter. Do you know what I mean? So I do believe in testing them. They don't get horrendous tests, but, I don't do any chopping with them. And I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in spine whacking a knife. Not really much point in it. But, so that's just 4 at the minute. And there's about another 4 I've got that are just getting switched between. And I'm trying to get the idea in my head before I do a video on them. So, the 2 knives that I'm carrying, they're actually for 2 different types of clothing that I wear. If I'm wearing a tracksuit bottom, I use this one knife and I'll carry it for the whole day, but add one of these. And if I'm wearing a pair of jeans, I carry the other knife and then add one of these or 2 of these. If I do a half a morning with one, half with the other, and maybe another knife, it just depends. I mix and match depending what I have to do. If I got a bit of work, I'll maybe take 2 or 3 down with me if I got a lot of cardboard and have a go with them all. So I'll actually take you down one day and show you where it is, and I'll show you what I do down there. That'll be another video for another day. So what am I carrying in my budget channel? Oh dear, bless us. Here we go. I can just hear the responses now. I'll go down to about 600 subscribers after this. I'm sorry, boys. I could lie and I could go and pull my ganzos out and I could show you my ganzos, but I wouldn't be telling you the truth, to be honest. Since I've got these 2 knives, I cannot get them out of my hands, and I apologise, not at all, because I just love them. They're just lovely at the minute. I'm in the real honeymoon period with them, and because I've got the fact that they've got extra knives that need testing, it gives me the option to carry these with some of these, so I don't feel too guilty because I'm mixing with other things. They're not doing any work. They're just watching these do the work. So my first one is my tracky bottoms. And to be honest, this is the best tracky bottom knife I think it's ever been created. It is absolutely beautiful. It's my Benchmade bug out. It is 1.85 ounces of just sheer delight. It's a full-size blade. I can do whatever I want with this knife without a problem. There's nothing I wouldn't take on with this knife. Nothing. It's just beautiful. It really is. And I have a full review to come on this, so I'm not going to delve into it. But that's what I wear when I've been wearing tracky bottoms like today. I took it out of them to bring up here for this review. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So you can guess what the review is going to be. But I'm going to do the review because I think it's worth doing the review. Just saying I love it doesn't do it justice. So there will be a review coming of this one. And the second knife, for which I make no apologies for showing, is Benchmade again, I'm afraid. It's my 940. For those that are maybe new to the channel, this was my Grail knife. I got it about a month ago. It was a gift, and I'll keep the fella's name. I don't want to start doing all the names, but Jeff Jewell gave me this. It's my Grail knife, and I have... Do you know, you always think, and I hear people say when they get a Grail knife to keep, then it's looking for the next one. I haven't for 1 second looked for another knife. I am so enamoured with this knife, I can't see past it. It's just stunning. I love everything about it. It's just drop shot, it's just beautiful. Now saying that, so is this, people say about Benchmades, this is not, I actually tightened this up a wee bit. People said about Benchmades, they don't come out of the box sharp. This one's 3-year-old. Look at that. It's completely 100% centered. This is brand new. I haven't touched it. It's 100% centered. It's not off by any bit at all. I can adjust the pivot on these and they don't come off a center. well, especially this one, I've tightened it up a wee bit, because sometimes I think they get so loose. If you don't hold your, when I'm letting them come down, if I don't let go of the axis lock quick enough, they bounce off the back of the knife, and that's not very good. So I tightened this up a wee bit so that it makes it a wee bit slower, so that I can catch it more often rather than having it bounce. So the answer to the question tonight is I'm carrying the Benchmade Bug Out and the Benchmade 940. And I know I'm a budget channel, and I know these are not budget knives, but what's the point in telling you a lie? That's what I'm carrying at the minute. I've been so blessed over this last month or two. In fact, the whole year I was blessed and led along and gifted some beautiful knives that's kept my channel to where now I can compare to anything that's out there. Well, you know, in the general knife area. I mean, this is up to what, about $200. I can compare up to that price. In fact, I have one that's even more than that. But amazing change. And yet there I have this big Ontario Rat 1. This is in the Aussie, and boy, what a beautiful handful of knife. Just things that I haven't really seen. Real steel, cold steel, a blur. You know, these are knives that are more cold steel, and the Ontario and the blur are real American brand knives that I've heard about and I've seen in videos. But now to have them myself in my collection is awesome. As you Americans would say, it's awesome. And that's just a fantastic word for it. So that's the end of it. I'll put the other two boys that I'm going to tag down below. That's what I've been carrying, and I make no apologies. I am so proud to have them. These are two proud carries, and they're being carried by a man who has been humbled by his subscribers for the whole year, and I thank you. Bless yous all, and I'll see you very shortly. I have another video I'll be doing tomorrow night. Thank you very, very much, Stassa, for giving me this challenge. And so it's the Knife Beater and Blue Collar Survival I tagged to do the same challenge. All right, take care, folks. We putties away for a cup of tea. Bye-bye.